Hello everybody, Corey here. I'm going to do the weekly review for the Yieldmax single stock ETF funds. Just a reminder, I just gathered the data that is out there and available and tried to present that data for you to make it a little bit more understandable. And then you just use that information along with everything else you already know to make your own decisions and opinions versus Yieldmax and whether to invest or not. Just a reminder that Yieldmax ETFs are really risky, and below here are all of the risks that are defined on the Yieldmax website. All right, so we are gonna go and start here with AIYY. Let's just scroll to the bottom here. So just a reminder that the last ex-dividend date was April 4th, and therefore the declaration date was on the 3rd. So basically the 3rd through the 2nd are the earnings dates for this period. And there are 22 days. So far we have completed 13 trading days, and there are 9 trading days left, or 41% of the days left. I know we have a lot of new people here, so I'll try to quickly go through this first part as far as just going through everything with AIYY, and then we'll get through the rest of these a little quicker. But on the top we have the outstanding shares as of today, and it shows that we have a 6% increase this pay period. And then we have the start. Of course, it shows the ex-dividend date here. We started at $13.75 for AIYY, and AI was at $25.79. And then, of course, we have the current prices, which we are today, and then we have the change in the dollar amount in percentage. So you can see here AIYY has dropped $2.28, while AI has dropped $5.07. The overall change is 17 and 20%. Now, the green 17% is because AIYY has done better than AI. And as far as ranking, this one just ranks 17 out of the 19 single stock ETFs. If we go down to the dark green part, the all distribution range, so we have the lowest and the highest. So the lowest has been 40 cents at 29%, while the highest has been $1.35, which was 84%. Last month's distribution here was, and we say last month's, it's the month of April. I guess I should say last distribution versus last month. I haven't thought about that till I just read that out loud. So let's just delete this because we're still in April. So the last distribution was 73 cents, which was 61% yield. And then today, if we looked at the implied volatility, the distribution would be 57 cents, and which would be a 60% yield today. And then if you want to see the short call premium received, the short call, the net trades, the synthetic trades, and the total trades, I have that listed here. I have that all listed right here. And then this right here is going to, well, these are the total amounts. This is if we were looking at per outstanding share, which is our outstanding shares up here at the top. So it's just that when we look at these, it's really hard to tell how that affects the share price. So this right here helps us see how it affects the share price. So you can see here the short call premium, what they actually received for their weekly premiums was 44 cents. The short call, the trades, all of the short call trades here is 41 cents. And then our synthetic trades ended up costing us $5.50 a share, for a total amount of $5, negative $5.08. a share, and you can see that we've dropped quite a bit as well. Sorry, and like I said, if you want to see the dollar amounts of each down there, and then of course over here we just have a yield attached with this as well here if you want to see like a yield there. So now we'll try to go through the rest of these a little quicker. So AMDY has over 6 million outstanding shares, which has increased 5%. And then, let's see. So AMD has dropped 19%, while AMD has dropped 20%. And again, just a reminder here, and to remind myself, so 22 days, we've completed 59%. So in 13 days, 13 of our 22 days, the stock AMD has dropped 20%. That seems sort of crazy. Same thing with AMD though, it's dropped 19%. Obviously, it's done better than the underlying. And then they rank right behind AIYY at number 18. We can see the low distribution is 44 cents. The highest distribution's been $1.67. Last month it was $1.11. And right now, if we were looking at implied volatility, the estimated distribution would be 77 cents. Short call premium received here is 57, while all short call trades was 56 cents, with synthetic trades being 25 cents for a total of 81 cents. And then you can see the trades down here at the bottom. And then we will move on to AMZ. So AMZ have 3.1 million outstanding shares. They've increased 11%. The stock prices, both of them have gone down 5%, but AMZ must have been just a little bit better as they are the green ones. And then as far as the Yieldmax ETFs, AMZ is number 7, while Amazon has ranked number 5 of the 19. If we go down to the bottom, I won't continue to read all of these numbers, but our last distribution was 70 cents. If we looked at an estimated distribution based off implied volatility, we're looking at 76 cents. As far as all the trades go, this short call and synthetic trades, they have made $1.20 a share. And then here's the actual dollar amounts. Then we move on to Aptly. So it looks like 3,375,000 shares. They've increased by 7%. Both stocks, or ETF and stock, have gone down 3%. Looks like Aptly's was a little better since it is green, and they both rank for number 4 within the Yieldmax ETFs and the underlying. This must have accidentally got deleted. So let me look at the raw data here. It got deleted from there as well. All right, sorry about that. Sometimes Google acts up, so what I had to do was close out of the spreadsheet I had open and then reopen the spreadsheet, and then it worked fine, the one on my computer. So we were looking at Aptly. We did the ranking, and then so we're at the distributions. The last distribution for Aptly was 38 cents. If we were looking at the next distribution, estimate based on implied volatility would be 39 cents. However, if you look here, we've earned 18 cents on our premium received, but for all of our trades, the net has actually been negative 6 cents, and we've lost 45 cents a share for our synthetic. So we've lost 52 cents total this pay period. If we move on to Coney has 16,675,000 outstanding shares. It has increased 10%. Coney has dropped 16%, while Coin has dropped 19%. Both of these rank 16 amongst the Yieldmax ETFs and the underlying. Coney's lowest distribution's been $1.08, the highest $2.79, which was the last distribution. And if we were just looking at implied volatility as of today, it would be, the estimate is about $1.85. As far as short call premium, well, I won't list these out. These all did pretty decent. So far it shows we've earned about $2.45 a share in all. And then here are our numbers at the bottom. And then we'll move on to Dizzo. Dizzo outstanding shares are 700,000, which have increased 22% this period. Looks like both of these have dropped 6%, but Disney must be a little better as it's in good green, and Disney is number 6 for the underlying, and Dizzo is number 8 for the Yieldmax ETFs. Distribution range has been between 26 and 77 cents. Last distribution was 68 cents, and current estimate based on IV alone is 59 cents. Overall, you can see the trades have done pretty well, pretty good, and the total trades are 52 cents a share. You can see the numbers at the bottom, and we'll move on to Phoebe here. Phoebe has 3 million outstanding shares, which is up 4%. As far as the change goes, Phoebe's down 6, Meta's down 7. Phoebe is a little better, and it looks like Phoebe is ranking 9 out of the Yieldmax ETF, while Meta's ranking 10. Distributions range from 28 cents to $1.18. Last distribution is $1.17 with the IV estimate of 91 cents for the next payout. Overall trades here, looks like we've lost a little bit. Net are short calls, but overall trades is 61 cents a share. GUI has 1,875,000 outstanding shares. They've increased 10%. Both of these are showing a 0% change, but you can see the cents here. So GUI's gone up 5 cents, while Alphabet's gone up 59 cents. As far as distributions, the range is 23 to 42 cents. Last distribution was 31 cents. Based on the IV here, it would be 55 cents, but if that was the case, it would be the highest here. Of course, just know, and just because the IV, it's estimating off of the IV, does not mean that that will be. I should have said this up front, that for people that haven't seen this video, last month's distributions were closest to either the last distribution or the IV, which is why there's black around those sales versus looking at our short call premium or any of our other estimates below. I apologize I didn't say that up front, but it looks like overall they've made 79 cents a share with their trades. Let's move on to JPMO. 750,000 outstanding shares, up 25%. JPM is down 7%, while JPMO is down 8%. JPM is ranking number 9 with the underlying, and JPMO ranking 11. Distributions range from 20 cents to 65 cents. Last distribution was 65 cents. And current IV is only 19%, so if we did a distribution based off of that, it would be 32 cents. Overall, the trades have done well, done good, and they've brought in 71 cents a share. And then here's the dollar amount for those. If we look at Murney, we have 1,325,000, which is an increase of 10%. And Murney has increased 1%, while Moderna has decreased 1%. So obviously we've been in a red period for about 6 days, so I can't even talk now. Murney is number 1 of all the Yieldmax ETFs because it's in the green here, and Moderna is number 3 of the underlying. As far as distributions go, the range is from 41 cents to 265, so it's a huge range there, which is 26% to 129%. Last distribution is 78 cents. If we looked at the implied volatility estimate, would be 94 cents. Overall trades here is positive at $1.02. MSFO 2,350,000 outstanding shares were up 4%. MSFO is down 5%, while MSFT, Microsoft, is down 6%. So MSFO is doing better. And it's ranking number 6 amongst the Yieldmax ETFs, while Microsoft ranks 8. And if we go to the distributions, 28 to 78 cents, with last distribution being 73, with an IV estimate of 54 cents. Overall trades have been 36 cents, and there's the total trades at the bottom. If we move on to Misty here, we can see the outstanding shares have increased 29% to 2,750,000. Misty has dropped 26%, while MicroStrategy has dropped 31%, and they rank last of the 19 Yieldmax ETFs and underlying. There's only been one distribution, and it was $4.13. If we look at an estimate based on IV, it's $3.05. Overall, the total trades is negative $8.86 due to the synthetic position having to close it out with the stock being down so much. It ended up costing $11.39 a share to close those out. And then we see the raw numbers here. And then we'll move on to Nestle. Nestle has 2,525,000 outstanding shares, which is an increase of 4%. Nestle has gone down 9%, while Netflix has gone down 12%. And you can see these rank 12. Distributions have been 42 cents to $1.26, and last month's distribution was 81. An IV estimate would be 45 for next month, and the overall trades here, they've brought in $1.20. NVIDIA has outstanding shares of 16,375,000, which is an increase of 20%. NVIDIA has dropped 14%, while NVIDIA has dropped 16%. And for those of you who may not have watched my videos or paid attention, NVIDIA dropped 10% just on Friday. So both of these rank 15 of the 19. Distributions range from 42 cents to 262. Last distribution was 261. Based on the IV, the distribution would be $1.08 for next month. Overall trades here, though, we are at $1.01. OARC here, we're at 5,925,000 outstanding shares, which is an increase of 6%. OARC is down 12%. OARC is down 12%, while ARC is down 13%, and ARC ranks 14. OARC ranks 14 and ARC ranks 13. Distributions range between 24 cents and $1.09. Last month was 48 cents. And based on IV, the next one would be around 38 cents. Total trades have been 36 cents a share. If we look at PayPay, 875,000 outstanding shares, increase of 13%. PayPay is down 3%, while PayPay is down 3%, while PayPal is down 6%, ranking 5 and 6. Distributions range from 47 to 72, and last month's distribution was the lowest distribution at 47 cents. Based on the IV, 52%. Distribution could be around 79 cents. Overall trades, looks like they've made nothing on the synthetic, but overall trades here, they've made 51 cents a share. If you look at SQUE, they have 1,275,000 outstanding shares, which is a decrease. I think this is the first one we've seen. That's a decrease of 2%, but SQUE has gone down 8%, while Block has gone down 11%, ranking 10 and 11. Distributions range between 38 cents and $2.15, with the last distribution being 64 cents. An estimate based on IV for the next distribution is around $1.18 or 66% yield. Based on the all the trades there, it looks like they've received 76 cents a share. Tesla has 45,675,000 in outstanding shares with a 0% increase. And Tesla has gone down 11%, while Tesla has gone down 14%, ranking 13 and 14. As far as the distributions go, these are adjusted due to the reverse split that happened, but the lowest being 68 cents, which was last month, with the highest being $2.13. If we looked at next month's distribution based on IV, we would be estimating about 69 cents. As far as all of the trades go, they have brought in 55 cents a share. Zomo here being the last one, have 1,075,000 in outstanding shares, with Exxon, with the increase of 13%, and then Zomo being down 1%, but Exxon being up 1%, with Exxon ranking number 1 of the underlying was and Zomo ranking number 3. Distributions range between 20 cents and 41 cents, with last month being 26 cents, and an IV estimate for next month of 37 cents. As you can see, they've lost money as far as their net trades overall, but overall they have brought in 45 cents a share. And then just to wrap this up, of course, this would be still messed up. This was like this a while ago. So let's see if I can, for some reason, GUI isn't wanting to fill with its data. So let's just close this one and I'll try to open it back up. There we go. Now that's showing. So if we look here, now we had already really went through these, but then you can see them easier here if you want to compare them to each other as far as their ranking here and their percentages. So of course we already mentioned Murney was number 1, and then Misty is number 19. As far as being up, the only two that are actually in the positive so far are Murney, which is up 19 cents, and GUI is up 5 cents. Everybody else is in the negative. Of course, Misty being down $10.25, and AMD being down $3.72, which was 19%. And then if we look over here, let's sort this here. We just talked about Exxon. Exxon's up 1%, while Alphabet's up 0% or 59 cents. Again, those are the only two greens, while everybody else is in the red or down, with MicroStrategy, of course, at the bottom, being down 31%, ranking 19. And then you can see here, if I zoom out some, which ones, if you're looking at, the green, those are the ones that did better as far as, Murney, AMZ, all of those tickers being in the green, those did better. And then you see the underlying, which did better. So as far as the underlying that's done better so far for this pay period has been Exxon, Alphabet, Apple, Disney, and JPM. Otherwise, all the rest of them, the Yieldmax ETFs, have done better. So that's 14 of the 19 Yieldmax ETFs that have done better, and it's because we're in a negative, in a red environment right now, with the S&P being down 3.5%, and the Nasdaq 100 being down 4.7%. But that will wrap up this week's weekly video. I hope y'all enjoyed this, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.